Hey there homeowners, welcome to Garden Theory, where we turn your landscaping dreams into reality. If you're ready to transform your outdoor spaces, then you've clicked on the right video. In our previous video, we covered all 7 steps of the landscape design process. Today we're going to be diving deeper into the first 2 crucial steps: conducting a family needs analysis, creating a precise base map. First, we'll dive into the family needs analysis. We will identify who uses this space and what they love doing outdoors, from dad's grilling station to the kids' play area. We'll ensure everyone's needs are met. Then we'll survey the existing site conditions, addressing front and backyard problem, and identify elements to minimize or enhance. Visual and functional issues, we'll tackle them head on. Then next, we'll get into the nitty-gritty, into the creating of a base map. I'll show you how to use the tools like Google Earth for rough measurements and scale rulers for precise drawings. This will be our blueprint for success. And finally, we'll pull out some trace paper to redefine our design ideas, ensuring every detail is perfect before we break ground. So are you ready to create the yard of your dreams? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our landscaping tips and tricks. Let's get started. Understanding the needs and preferences of each family member is the foundation of a successful landscape design. So let's start off by listing out the names of all family members who are going to be living in this home, and write down some of their hobbies and activities, especially any of them that have to do with being outside. For example, maybe father of the home wants an outdoor kitchen or a grilling space. Maybe the mom wants a place for an herb garden. And if you have younger kids, maybe they need an area of lawn for them to play in. So write down all these things, everything that you need for your outdoor space, and come up with a list of all the things that you may be interested in. So once you have a good list, start assessing some of the things on your list that may take up a significant amount of space, whether it's maybe the kids want an area to play basketball or an area enough to play soccer. So start listing out all these things and how much space that you think they'll need. And this could also include separating different zones of your yard into relaxation, to play, to entertainment, or gardening. So start thinking about how you would want to categorize all those activities. In addition to everyone's preferences, consider making a goal as a family or whoever is going to be in this home, and make a goal for your outdoor space. Understanding everyone's collective goals will help to guide you in the landscape design process and ensure the final result reflects the vision that everyone has for the space. Another thing you may want to consider is write down everyone's favorite color combinations and flowers. This may impact more people than others, but write down some of your favorite plants and trees, things that you would like to see in your own space. So creating a list of all your favorite plants as well as color combinations and colored palettes, this is going to help you later down the line when we talk about plant selection. By conducting a thorough family needs analysis, you'll be able to gain pretty good insights into how you want to use your landscape, including things such as specific requirements for your space. This will help you to tailor your own outdoor space to whatever experiences that you want to have in it. It will also help to enhance the quality of life that you have by tailoring the space to your needs, and hopefully will help to foster memorable memories for years to come. A common problem that a lot of people have is they start going ahead and planting and putting in things before you have an overall picture. So that's why doing these first 2 steps we're talking about today is so important. You need to make sure you have an overall picture and goal before you start putting things in your landscapes. If you do a project at a time, things aren't going to mesh well, and you're going to end up having more problems than solutions. So by having an overall landscape design, this is going to help you in the long term. Even if you don't do it all at once, it's good to have the whole picture together, and that way you can start to break it down piece by piece throughout the years. And so that way, in case if your landscape design is going to be really expensive, you can break it down into manageable chunks. Once we have a clear understanding of your family needs and preferences, it's time to go outside and assess the physical characteristics of your site. And we're going to do this by using a site survey. This step is going to involve gathering precise measurements and documenting existing landscape features to create a detailed base map. This base map will serve as the foundation for your landscape design. So we're going to start by assembling the necessary tools. So you're going to need a measuring tape or a measuring wheel, a notebook or sketch pad, with a pen or pencil, as well as a camera or use your phone to photograph key features and problem areas. So start your survey by walking around your home and carefully observe existing conditions. Take notes of the dimensions of your home by measuring all the exterior walls and marking out where windows are. And during your walkthrough, doing a loose sketch of your home as you walk around can be a good starting point. Be sure to mark out the rough locations of trees and shrubs that you want to keep, and as well as any structures such as sheds and utility lines that you need to be aware of. Also pay attention to natural elements such as slopes, drainage, and soil conditions. All of these will influence the landscape design. Next, take out a measuring wheel or a measuring tape and try to measure out the yard's dimensions. Record all your measurements in your notebook or sketch pad with notes of any existing landscape features. To supplement your measurements, utilize online tools such as Google Earth to obtain an aerial view of your home and property. While measurements on Google Earth aren't going to be as precise as measuring in the field, they're still going to help you by providing valuable context and a good aerial map of your space. So once you've gathered all your measurements from outside, come inside and on a piece of paper start to sketch out your base map. Be sure to label the dimensions on each line carefully and clearly. Include important measurements such as the distance between the house and the fence, property lines, high points in your elevation, as well as where your water runs off. Having a detailed base map will help to serve as the blueprint when we start the landscape design. This is going to help us to accurately lay out your future projects and get a good layout of your space. By conducting a thorough site survey and base map, you'll have the essential tools to embark on the next steps of your landscape design journey. With a clear understanding of your family needs and the physical characteristics of your site, you're going to be well equipped to create a beautiful landscape design drawing. Not only will it be beautiful, but functional as well. And this is going to enhance the quality of life and the ease of creating projects in the future. This is going to help bring your vision to life. Welcome to my desk. I'm going to show y'all how to create a base map using a scale ruler. So there are two scale rulers that are commonly used in the landscape industry. The first one's the engineer scale, and the other one is the architect scale. So this one I'm using here is the architect scale. This is essentially used to zoom in on certain sections, whereas an engineer scale has a bigger scale to it, so it zooms out a lot more. For homeowners, probably an architect scale will be good enough for what you need, since we're not talking about crazy square footage or anything. I'll kind of zoom in here, hopefully you can see that. But essentially, for this scale here, you see that 1/8 marking? So essentially, that means for every 1/8 of an inch, that's going to be 1 foot. And so that way, so if I have a 20-foot long wall, I go down to this 20 mark, and that is the line I use for 20 feet. You'll see there's two numbers. So the bottom number is for the 4th scale, so you want to make sure you get the numbers correct. It always starts with the 0 on the end closest to the marking for the scale. So for this example, we'll just stick with the 1/8 scale. When you start off, once you have your measurements gathered, so if I have a house, we're going to do this really simply. So we're going to say our house has a 20-foot wall here, and then we're going to move up. We're going to say it's going to go up by 12 feet. So we're going to go up like that, 12 feet. And I got a little off, so it's okay to erase if you mess up. Sometimes if you have a triangle ruler, that'll help a little bit better. Okay, so here's our house. This is the sidewalk. So by using this, we want to make sure on our original base map that we're writing down the dimensions. So it's like 20 feet, this is 12. So we have all of our dimensions written out on here. And we're going to use this to help us later, which we'll talk about more in the next video. We're going to use this base map to help us to be able to design our flower beds and get everything where we want it to scale. So I hope this helps to show you how you can use scale ruler to create a base map. And there you have it, folks. You're well on your way to creating a beautiful landscape design with the knowledge that you've gained here today. But your journey doesn't end here. In our next video, we're going to be diving into the next two steps: form composition and functional diagrams. Now you might be wondering, what are form compositions and functional diagrams, and why do I need to do those for a landscape design? Well, think of form composition as the arrangement of the different elements within your landscape that we've talked about today in your family needs analysis. It will help you to create a cohesive design. And the functional diagram, that's like the blueprint of your design. It's going to show us how all these different elements we've come up together work together to create a solid design that flows well. But we're going to dive more into that next week. So if you're ready to take your landscape design skills to the next level, be sure to tune in for our next video. Now we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to hit the subscribe button to help us get there, so hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future landscaping videos. Until next time, happy designing.